Good morning. My name is Abigail Baton. My pronouns are she and hers. I'm a member of the Worship and Music Committee, and I will be a worship associate this morning. And let me just wish a happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. And I also want to mention, I was just talking to John and Dell about this. Mother's Day originally was started after the Civil War, and it was an anti-war pro-peace movement. So that's something to remember. It's become such a commercial holiday. I am delighted to welcome you here, whether you're visiting this morning or a regular member. Please check with a greeter if you have any questions. Today we acknowledge that we are located in a place that was once the Wampanoag village of Patuxet. We strive to follow their example and be faithful stewards of this sacred land. The theme for today's service is Mother-Other-Goddess-Crone. Our service is recorded. The candle section will be edited out so we can speak more candidly and personally as a community. This service will be posted on our Facebook page and on YouTube. We also share our services on local public access television. Our service today is presented by our very own Reverend Judy Campbell. Because our services vary from week to week, we suggest you visit us again to experience the variety of worship we offer. If you're a visitor, please consider signing the guest book, which is in the foyer, so you may receive our weekly e-blast. Whoever you are, whomever you love, whatever you believe, wherever you are on your journey, let us walk together this hour. Our reading is The Womb of Stars. The womb of stars embraces us. Remnants of their fiery furnaces pulse through our veins.
We are of the stars, the dust of the explosions cast across space.
We are the earth. We breathe and live in the breath of ancient plants and beasts.
Their cells nourish the soil. We build our community on their harvest of gifts.
Our fingers trace the curves carved in clay and stone by forebears unknown to us.
We are a part of the great circle of humanity gathered around the fire, the hearth, and the altar.
We gather anew this day to celebrate our common heritage.
May we recall in gratitude all that has given us birth. And now, would you stand as you're willing or able, body and spirit, whatever, and let us sing together hymn number 122, Sound Over All Waters.
Let us state our covenant in our order of service. Love is the spirit of this church, and service is law. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in freedom, to speak the truth in love, and to help one another.
Please be seated.
Mother's Day. The good, the bad, the ugly. Breakfast in bed or brunch in town is a typical question that children ask their parents or the spouses ask their spouses. Did anyone ask that question today? No. Ooh, that's a good thing. I'm gonna tell you why. So, Mother's Day has only been celebrated for the last 150 years. It's not something that started in the Dark Ages or with the cavemen. It started with a mother who wanted to celebrate the work that mothers do. Her name was Anne Marie Reeves Jarvis. Now, she had a daughter named Anna who heard her mother talking one day about all of the work that women get done and how mothers don't simply mother at home. They mother in society. They mother during war. They mother during illness. They mother during epidemic. And that mothering doesn't just have to be from females. How do we celebrate that mothering? This woman gave birth to about a dozen children. Only a few made it through. She lived in Appalachia, where there were epidemics and diseases constantly. She would go from house to house with her mother friends and try to educate and help people. It was her life's work, and she wanted that work of all of these women to be celebrated year after year. So her daughter, Anna, pushed and pushed and pushed to make Mother's Day a holiday. It was so well received that it was celebrated all over the country before it became a national holiday. The word spread, and it mattered. Years later, Anna was getting upset because she felt like it was becoming all about, did you remember to buy the flowers for Mother's Day? Did you call your mother yet? What do you want to do today, Mom? She wanted it to be about, what have you done? Mom, tell me about what's important to you. Mom, help me understand the decisions you've made in your life and how they made a difference. If your mom isn't around, you can still take the time to sit in a quiet place and think, what did my mom do? Why do I think she did it? How can I respect that? How can I celebrate that? I kind of felt guilty myself as I was doing this search to find out more, because I don't even want to tell you the amount of what do you want for breakfasts I've done in my life. And here's a plant mom. And I already decided for my daughter, who's a mom, I was going to give her a lilac from my yard. And I thought, that's wonderful and that's celebrating. But I want to bring it to the next level. I'm lucky enough where I can still ask my mom, what mattered to you and why did you do it? And I can ask my daughter, what matters to you and why are you doing it? I hope today, as we talk about mothers, whether we have one physically with us or we don't, or we have a figure of a mother that has always been there for us, that we can think about those questions and we can bring Mother's Day to a little bit of a deeper level. And now we're going to go upstairs, the children and I, on a journey of learning and discovery.
Thank you, Lord.
Our reading this morning is a poem, Baker Woman God, by Alla Bozarth. Baker woman God, I am your living bread. Strong, brown baker woman God, I am your low, soft, and being shaped loaf. I am your rising bread, well kneaded by some divine and knotty pair of knuckles, by your warm earth hands. I am bread well kneaded. Put me in fire, baker woman God. Put me in your own bright fire. I am warm, warm as you from fire. I am white and gold, soft and hard, brown and round. I am so warm from fire. Break me, baker woman God. I am broken under your caring word. Drop me in your special juice in pieces. Drop me in your blood. Drunken me in the great red flood. Self-giving chalice, swallow me. My skin shines in the divine wine. My face is cup covered and I drown. I fall up in a red pool in a gold world where your warm sun-skin hand is there to catch me and hold me. Baker woman, God, remake me.
The earth is our mother, we must take care of her. The earth is our mother, we must take care of her. Hey, younga, oh, younga, hey, young. Hey, younga, oh, younga, hey, young. Her sacred ground we walk upon, with every step we take. Her sacred ground we walk upon, with every step we take. Hey, younga, oh, younga, hey, young. Hey, younga, oh, younga, hey, young. The earth is our mother, she will take care of us. The earth is our mother, she will take care of us. Hey, younga, oh, younga, hey, young. Hey, younga, oh, younga, hey, young. The sea is our sister, we will take care of her. The sea is our sister, we will take care of her. Hey, younga, oh, younga, hey, young. Hey, younga, oh, younga, hey, young. The earth is our mother, we must take care of her. The earth is our mother, we must take care of her. Hey, younga, oh, younga, hey, young. Hey, younga, oh, younga, hey, young.
Thank you so much. Storm warning. I could possibly go off on a rant this morning because Mother's Day and Father's Day are probably two of my least favorite Hallmark and the flower and restaurant industry's income-producing and guilt-mongering invented holidays. I'm almost done. My own mother did her best, but she suffered from anxiety, depression, and unresolved grief and abandonment for her entire life. And the fallout was not her fault, but I paid the price. Like I said, she did her best, and when she couldn't, others stepped in. That's the important thing. When he returned from World War II, my biological father chose not to be part of my life any longer. The saving grace here is that I was more than blessed with adopted uncles and surrogate dads who stepped in and more than filled that void in my young life. And they stayed with me as I grew into adulthood, and the love and support that they gave to me is with me still. I was well loved and nurtured, but not necessarily by my progenitors, but by people who stepped in, and I let them in, and I am eternally grateful to them. So elevating mothers and fathers to near sainthood status when they are at their very best and most adorable, mere messy mortals was and is simply not fair. Too many impossible expectations on all sides. There, I think I'm done now. What I do want to talk about today is the feminine divine, that beautiful picture that's up on we had a couple of different ones that the team and I looked at, but that's the one everybody liked. I want to talk about the feminine divine, or the divine wise woman, the goddess mother woman, who can be found in so many of our cultural and religious traditions, both in antiquity and in the here and now. In other words, the compassionate nurturers who come into our lives bearing all the love we might ever need, and I wrote this in bold caps, if we are willing to accept it. Repeat, if we are willing to accept it. And that's the other half of nurturing love. People can show love to us, to you, to me, and we can pull back and turn it away. Think about how that feels. The triple goddess, also known as Maiden, Mother, and Crone, is a powerful archetype in many mythologies and spiritual traditions. Each aspect represents a stage in a woman's life and universal cycles experienced by all beings. The maiden symbolizes youth, beginnings, and purity. The mother represents nurturing and creativity. And the crone embodies wisdom, independence, and the wisdom of traditions. These archetypes reflect the cyclical nature of existence and the interconnectedness of all life. It's a word you all know, interconnectedness of all beings. The concept has been influential in modern pagan and Wiccan traditions, where it is viewed as a triunity of three distinct aspects united in one being. You've heard that before too. In other traditions, usually male, Holy Trinity. I'm not dissing men here, I'm really not. I don't want it to sound that way. Ancient Greek had a full complement of gods and goddesses. The men were mostly in charge of war, storms, and keeping a disciplinary eye on the mortals in their district. The goddesses were in charge of such things as mercy, compassion, justice, and who could forget Diana, the goddess of the hunt. One group or branch of celestial government was no better than the other, and working together, they provided the balance that was necessary in a healthy life and human relations here on Mother Earth. A few years later, the Christians developed another favorite mother goddess, Mary, the mother of Jesus. She didn't start out that way, mind you, but in the 4th century, she achieved her divinity through human consensus by committee. Can you imagine how long that took? Mary's elevation to near divine status in Christian belief developed gradually over centuries, rather than at a single moment. The key turning point came about in 431 AD with the Council of Ephesus, which declared her Theotokos, the God-bearer, affirming that Jesus is both fully divine and fully human, and that Mary is the Mother of God. And this comes from a website called The History of Christianity. This was a major doctrinal step as it solidified her role as the Mother of God in Christian theology, and therefore elevated her to both worshipful and petitionary status in the Holy Roman Catholic hierarchy. You could praise her, you could worship her, and you could ask her for favors or for protection. All of this, and women could relate to her, because as a woman self, she'd been through it all. She understands. She had a baby. She lost a child. So many people relate to that image. And then, of course, there is the original First Lady, Eve, and the Garden of Eden story. It sets up the first woman in Judeo-Christian history to be damned forever because she was curious, and she broke the one rule that was laid down for her. Go Eve. The curse of Eve became a synonym for human female menstruation. Remember someone saying they had or they were suffering from the curse? Remember that one? And it's Eve's fault that having babies hurts like hell. No, I beg to differ. It's Anatomy and Physiology 101. And furthermore, you don't think that perfect little newborn babies need to be cleansed of Eve's sin, original sin through baptism. The doctrine of original sin was one of the big breaks and disagreements between Unitarian Universalists and traditional and historic Christianity, which claims that we are all born damned and need to be cleansed before we can ever meet God. When I was in Transylvania, I often bring this up. I was asked to participate in a children's christening service, which they did on Easter Sunday. And I thought, ooh, can I square christening? They're very Jesus-oriented. They're Jesus Unitarian, Christian Unitarian Universalists, Christian Unitarians. They follow the word of Jesus. So I was, oh man, can I do this? How do I do it gracefully or get out of it gracefully? And they explained, oh no, we don't believe in original sin. No. We use water, the symbol of water, to, symbolize their new beginning as a member of the community. And I said, oh, that's okay. So I can do that. And I was with a friend of mine, Reverend Dick Fuchs, my mentor, and we went around together and we blessed the children. My job was to take their hands and say a little prayer, and his job was to pour a little drop of water on their heads. He missed and dumped half of the container on one little kid's head and down her back. Everybody, it was wonderful. She was thoroughly baptized. Nobody I know of puts up statues of Eve in their churches, or venerates her or prays to her on a regular or spontaneous basis. Nope, that's not happening. Eve was the original sinner who gave birth to the original sin, and not much else. On the other hand, maybe she's the first independent woman in history, and she caught all hell for it. But still and yet, goddesses are wise and powerful and caring women. They continue to evolve and emerge in our cultures and societies because it's obvious that we want and we need them. And how many of us are still looking for a goddess woman mother figure in our own personal and theological construct? And if not actively looking for one, then wondering why, after all these years, are there not sainted, powerful, pivotal women appearing in our own lives? Well, there are. Mother Teresa, Olympia Brown, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Sojourner Truth, and Harriet Tubman, and many, 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 many more, women and men. Nurturers, nose wipers, hand holders, makers of comfort food. Please recall the words that Abigail just read, Baker Woman God by Alla Bozarth. Baker Woman God, I am your living bread, strong, brown, Baker Woman God. I am your low, soft, and being-shaped loaf. Beautiful words. And then we'll go over to Judaism, a very patriarchal construct. But within that, there is the Shekinah, the living spirit of God that lives within us all. And this comes from my Divine Feminine My Jewish Learning website. In contemporary Jewish discourse, the term Shekinah most often commonly refers to the feminine divine or to the feminine aspect of God. God as mother, nurturer, protector, and compassionate one. Though the term from the Hebrew root meaning to dwell is found throughout early rabbinic literature, in its early usage it referred generally to God's presence among the people and had no gender associations. The connection between Shekinah and femininity emerges mainly in Jewish mystical literature. The concept was later embraced by Jewish feminists as a counterbalance to the prevailing masculine notions of God as king and father and judge. In the 1980s, the UUA invited women especially, but all were welcome, to explore the truth of their own Mother-Other-Goddess-Crone powers in what came to be a wildly popular and personally enlightening adult curriculum called Cakes for the Queen of Heaven. I will read only the introduction and invite any of you who might be interested to learn more about it on the UUA website. I quote, Cakes for the Queen of Heaven is a woman honoring adult religious education curriculum by Reverend Dr. Shirley Rank. It examines pre-Judeo-Christian cultures that may have worshipped female as divine. The concept of equality and reverence for the female in a religious setting are eye-opening to many participants. More than Goddess 101, this workshop examines the important elements of today's women's lives, personal, interpersonal, and societal. It examines how our culture has been influenced by Judeo-Christian values. The primary question raised is, how would your life been different if, when growing up, the divine had been imaged as a female? Participants are encouraged to share their own experiences and beliefs, creating trust and strong bonds of friendship. And today, we're observing Mother's Day, a day that originally came into being in 1908, when a woman called Anna Jarvis created a Mother's Peace Day, when she called women to stand up and speak out in the cause of peace. Clearly, the day has evolved some distance away from its original intent. On the other hand, it's nice to honor our mothers, or those people who comforted and nurtured us and saw the good in us when nobody else bothered to look. For years, when he was little, my younger son would make me Father's Day cards because he honored and acknowledged the fact that as a single mom, I sometimes had to function as both. Very sweet. Around this time of year, I get notes and emails from daughters I have mothered over the years. I gave birth to 2 wonderful sons, and as much as I love them, the girly part of me would like to have had a daughter to fuss over and argue with. Knowing laughter there. So over the years, when the opportunity presented itself, daughters literally came and joined the family, literally or metaphorically. Some have stayed on, some have moved on, but each and every one of them has left a handprint on my heart, and I want to acknowledge them today as well. I've come to think of Mother's Day as a note to self, a reminder to remember all those who nurture, whatever the gender, who helped raise us to adulthood. And I like to think of all the young women and a few boys who nestled under my own wings for however long they needed to. No pressure, no flowers, no overpriced lunch or dinner, just thank you. Amen. And we will now receive the offering for the work of this church.
This is the time in our service when we invite people to come forward and celebrate with us joys that they are having, and also tell us about some sorrows and concerns that they have in their hearts. This last candle I light for all of those wonderful thoughts, feelings, and sometimes sorrows that we hold in our hearts but are not spoken. And may we grow in compassion and our ability to help one another.
Thank you, Vaughn. Let us sit and hold all of this joy and this optimism in our hearts together. This is great. I'm really happy for you. Blessed be the caretakers of the earth, those who recycle, those who conserve her precious elements and gifts, those who plant trees, those who make compost, those who lobby, and those who legislate for the well-being of the planet, those who celebrate and preserve the beauty of nature. Blessed be the caretakers of the earth. Blessed be the caretakers of our children, all of our children, those who feed and clothe our children, those who protect our children against harm, those who find homes for children who need them, and those who take them in, those who teach our children, those who make the world safe for their present and their future, those mothers and fathers and grandfathers, aunts and uncles who are doing the best they can in an uncertain world. Blessed be the caretakers of our children. Blessed be the caretakers of the animals that share our planet and enrich our lives, those who protect and preserve the endangered species, those who protect animal rights, those who enjoy wildlife in its natural setting, and those who build humane and educational zoos. Blessed be the caretakers of animals that share our planet and enrich our lives. Blessed be the prophets and the visionaries who seek and say the truth, the teachers, the artists and poets, the ministers, the musicians, and the artisans, the builders of homes, the growers of food, the police and the firefighters, the planters of gardens, the technicians, the writers of books, the askers of questions, and the seekers of light. Blessed be the prophets and the visionaries, they who seek and say the truth. For they are all of us, and it is all of us who must create the best world we can see in the time we are given. Blessed be those who nurture themselves and others. Blessed indeed are we. May it be so. Let us be quiet together, and then we will sing hymn number 91, Mother of Us All. It's a new one, Do Not Hate Me. We're going to take it slowly, and we're going to do it. Let's be quiet for just a moment, please. Amen. And you may remain seated and sing this as a prayer.
Mother,
us join together in prayer. May we be reminded that to everything there is a season and a reason and a time and a purpose under heaven. I pray your steps toward life with your new minister be ever guided in mutual love and compassion and understanding and purpose. May it be so. Amen. Go in peace.